Hi guys, welcome back to Mansell Media Corner, and today it's another classic year, and it's a special year in my opinion for myself because it was the year I was born. Let's talk about 1981 in terms of media and pop culture. So here's some of the highlights before we start. Let's start with some of the big songs, some of the artists what came out. As you can see, some amazing artists came out with some good singles this year and some. Got the Jacksons, REO Speedwagon, awesome band. Of course, you got the classic Dolly Parton, 95. Bucks Fizz, who won the Eurovision Song Contest. At the time, it was a big moment for us British people. So that's a bit of a teaser of the year. So let's start with some amazing albums in 1981, something for everyone. So let's start with one of my all-time favourite hard rock and heavy metal bands from this particular year. Yes, that's right. The mighty Iron Maiden and second album, and there he is, Big Eddie on the front. It's the Classic Killers. Pardon me. And we've got another great Australian band. Second one with Brian Johnson. If you don't know what it is, it's the mighty AC/DC. For those about to rock, we salute you, of course, with the title track being an awesome song. We got Rush, Moving Pictures, famous for Tom Sawyer. What a great song that is in its own right. Then we got Black Sabbath, Mob Rules. Got classic songs on there, Voodoo, and of course the title track. Face Value, of course, by the legendary Phil Collins. With of course, a couple of years ago now, Dairy Milk and the drum beat, but originates in the air tonight. Journey, of course, Escape with the anthem Don't Stop Believing. Then we've got the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osbourne, released this year, Diary of a Madman, of course, title track off that, and of course Flying High Again. Genesis releases Abacab, of course, awesome song by them as well. We got two great pop bands, Duran Duran with their self-titled album, of course, which has got Planet Earth on. What a great song that is. Then Depeche Mode, Speak and Spell with Just Can't Get Enough. So that's some of the big albums and songs what came out this year. Then we've got, in terms of films, some classics from everybody. So, in no particular order, we've got the likes of The Funhouse by Tobe Hooper, would like to be doing Poltergeist with Steven Spielberg a year later in 1982. Then we've got a classic horror film, The Burning. And of course, not forgetting the first ever Indiana Jones film. Of course, the legendary opening scene everybody loves, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then we've got Roger Mortis in the classic For Your Eyes Only, and here he is, my all-time favourite James Bond actor. Yes. What an awesome film this is. Of course, it's got the amazing Julian Glover, who's been in lots of great films over the years. But that's for yours only. So then we've got Superman 2, where he fights General Zod, who is played by Terence Stamp. I believe he's still around. I think he might be still going as well in the films. Then we've got Michael Myers returns in Halloween 2. And John Landis directs, who would, I think, either 2 or 1982 or 1983, did Michael Jackson Thriller video with Rick Baker on the makeup. Of course, Das Boot, a film I've never seen, I know. We got the legendary sword and sorcery in Excalibur, Clash of the Titans, the last of Ray Harryhausen's Time Bandits. And we got Mad Max 2. Is the Mad Mel Gibson, well, with Mel Gibson. So I don't think he's mad, it's just him nickname what he had in latter years. Then we got a Disney classic, what came out this year, The Fox and the Hound. And we got Arthur with the late great Dudley Moore. We got Stripes with Bill Murray, who would like to be in Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And then we've got Chariots of Fire, of course. Awesome theme, iconic theme tune by Vangelis. And we got Snake Plissken, I think. Can't remember how his second name is, but it's Escape from New York with Kurt Russell. Then Escape to Victory with Sylvester Stallone, Bobby Moore and Pele. And we got one based on Joan Crawford, which was a flop at the time. I think may have won the first Razzie, but I'm not 100% sure, but it's Mommy Dearest. Then in terms of births, we've got bloke himself, Tommy Dustin, Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Freddie Mercury himself, Rami Malek, Captain America, Chris Evans, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, Queen Amidala herself, Natalie Portman. And I didn't know this. I was born in 1981, but I'm gonna try and zoom in. Sorry, Ron Simmons. The demon himself, Finn Balor. And the man who invented one of the best in the AEW now, the Yes Movement. Daniel Bryan, also born in this particular year. Then we got Elijah Wood, one of the best tennis players of the modern era. In Roger Federer, and also also Green Arrow himself, Stephen Amell, and also myself. But in terms of deaths, there were some hard ones to note down. So, we've got the likes of Bob Marley. Still to this day, it's really hard death, but it's Natalie Wood. Bill Shankly, I think, was a coach at Liverpool or Manchester United, one of the two. Diva Ellen, who I do believe is in like classic musicals, like 1950s, who was White Christmas or Holiday Inn, one of the two. William Holden was a very old actor at the time. Bill Haley did Rock Around the Clock. But in terms of sport, you've got the likes of Tottenham Hotspur winning the FA Cup, and John McEnroe beating Bjorn Borg in Wimbledon. But in terms of news, what an event this is. Let me see if they've got any images. As you can see there, the wedding of all time. Still just one of the highlights of the year. In 1981, then he was known as Prince Charles, but well, we all know now as King Charles, but this was the day he married then Diana Spencer. Us Crazy Joe says, Spencer! But Princess Di. But in terms of TV, what are you in terms of television? This has got to be. In America, we've got the debut of MTV. And a lot of people don't know this, but the first song what was aired, or music video, because it's 24 hours for the first debut, was video called The Radio Star by Bugles or Buggles and whatever you pronounce it. It's Trevor Horn's band who would like to produce Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome and stuff like that. Then also we've got the likes of Magnum P.I. What else are there is still to this day. Never the Twine with Donald Sinden and anyhow, it's never the Twine. If anyone remembers Windsor Davis, that's it. I had to think that my memory just went blank. But Donald Sinden and with the great Windsor Davis, never the Twine. Then Postman Pat made his debut on this certain year. We got the likes of Bergerac with John Nettles, Below the Wisp with Kenneth Williams narrating. Pigeon Stupid, just so I remember watching when I was a little boy. Sorry, but with Ronnie Barker, I think, was it I think it's Ronnie Barker. If anyone knows, please leave a comment. Then we've got Danger Mouse, who's got a certain actor who's going to be mentioned in a minute. All I've got to say is, the old boy Rodney and Grandad. If you know who it is, or the search by Ronnie Sullivan. All I've got to say, oh you plonker, or Strigger calls him Dave. Alright Dave. If you don't know who that is, it's the legendary Animals and Horses with Nicholas Lyndhurst playing Rodney and David Joyce, the amazing David Jason playing Del Boy. Lots of other characters. So them were some of the highlights. Let's talk about some of the first. Got saying, the London Marathon for the first time made its debut. John Hurt stars in The Elephant Man, what a great film that is. IRA member Bobby Sands dies following his prison hunger strike, and the first space shuttle Columbia completes its maiden flight. Then you've got the Sinclair ZX81 is a new powerful 3.5 MHz home computer that attaches to your TV. It stores information on a normal audio cassette machine. There's a picture of you don't want to know what that is. Just say I was school TV. And we've got the legendary Kate Bush. Following its success of last year's Never Forever album, Kate Bush is taking a fresh approach to her forthcoming project, which would like to be known as Dreaming Boys and Girls. By producing the album herself, the first single for the album, Setting All Up, was a unique sounding departure embodies well for the rest of the album. And of course, I just mentioned there's the Excalibur and the legendary Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it also is the Rooster. And in terms of Parliament, Maggie Thatcher's our Prime Minister and Ronald Reagan's President of the United States of America. But also MTV in America is famous for a kiss from masking, but I think that's a couple of years down the line, but it's iconic television moment in America at the time. But that's a lot. But that's a highlight for 1981 in terms of pop culture. Media, what are some of your great 1981 moments in terms of anything, or just in general? Please like, share and subscribe, and comment down below. I'll be back for some more retro highlights from years gone by. In the decades and the 80s, so thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner, especially the media and pop culture aspect. So bye for now and see you later.